Marketing producer at Gearbox Software. And my first Homeworld experience was actually a lot more recent than some people. When I first saw Homeworld Remastered, it was on a giant screen in a conference room at Gearbox. And you know the feeling you get when you look at something huge and beautiful like the Grand Canyon, where it's really beautiful and it almost makes you just a little bit sad? That's how I felt.
Hi, I'm Brian Burleson. I am the producer on the Homeworld Remastered game, all the Homeworld games. My first experience with it was in college. A bunch of guys, we have a room in a LAN party all the time, and so Homeworld made a lot of sense back then. It was really fun. So that was my first introduction to it. It was just fantastic.
Hi, I'm Brian Martell, Chief Creative Officer of Gearbox. And my first experience was actually when we were promoting Opposing Force at one of the E3s. We saw it on the show floor as the first time that we got to see it. I was so blown away. Randy was there with me and just impressed from the initial first seeing of it.
I'm Rob Cunningham, one of the co-founders of Relic, along with Luke and Aaron here. My first experience with Homeworld was a long time ago. It was in like the springtime of '96, and a friend of ours, Alex Garden, was, I think I was having, 97, was having lunch with Alex, and he was like, dude, let's start a video game company. And I was like, okay, sounds great. And he's like, I thought I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well start a video game company. And I said, what are we making? And he's like, it's called Homeworld. It's Battlestar Galactica meets Command and Conquer, and it's all like stuff screwing around and like spaghetti gold balls and and I thought that was fantastic. I had no idea what he was talking about at all, and thought, let's do this for sure.
My name's Aaron Kambitz. I'm one of the co-founders of Relic Entertainment and one of the co-founders of Blackbird Entertainment, and I was lead artist on Homeworld. I first heard about Homeworld when my friend Alex Garden took me out for coffee at the local Starbucks in March 1997 to tell me about a game that was called Spaghetti Ball. And it involved, like Rob said, lots of things going much to the amusement of the other patrons at the Starbucks. Yeah. And this is the signature effect. And so I knew it was a winner right away.
Hi, I'm Evan Gill. I'm one of the artists at Gearbox Software on the Homeworld Remastered team. My first experience was as a customer back in the day, just blowing stuff up with my homies. So the reason, and we've got a couple more to introduce to you, but they're hiding behind a PC because in just a few minutes we're going to show you the first ever gameplay.
I'm Dave. I was told to say the Dave, but that's presumptuous. I'm also Dave. So shorthand is my first Homeworld experience was 98, 99. It came out, and everyone I knew at the time, actually some ex-Gearbox employees I used to work with, we just went bonkers for it. In terms of what I did on the game, I did graphics and code and audio and tools and stuff.
Thank you, Barry. Hi, my name is Jonathan Fawcett. I'm also an artist and on the Homeworld Remastered. And my first encounter was, I remember seeing the game on the shelf, and I looked at it, I was like, this looks really cool, but it looks so complicated. I thought you had to like type in numbers and stuff because it was a three-dimensional world. And I was like 13, 14 years old. But my first real gameplay experience was a year ago when I got put on the team, and it's just been an amazing adventure. And now it's just such a fun game. I love it.
So, hey, Brian.
Yes, Chris.
These guys at Relic, they made this game back in 1999. How did it end up at Gearbox?
Well, let's see. Rob might be able to help me a little with this, but THQ had put it up for auction, and I think you guys had actually made it capable of being by itself, right?
Yeah, the plan was, we knew THQ was going out of business and having a bankruptcy auction, and we knew that the IP was bound up in their asset bundle to be sold along with a whole bunch of other assets. And we knew Relic had just sold to Sega, and we were worried that they would get Homeworld as well, but I was also worried that just any random person would get Homeworld. I think there was a Kickstarter going around for a bunch of guys who were going to buy it, and they had like 50 grand, and I thought, oh my god, we've got to do something to get our hands on this thing. So we had it unbundled from the asset pile because we intended to bid on it. I think our opening bid was 260,000, something like that. It didn't work. We didn't get it.
I think ours ended up starting at something like 800,000.
Yeah.
Which was
We were like, we're good, we're out.
it was a little complicated trying to explain this to my partners to say, especially to the CFO. I get this idea. We're gonna take this old game, we're gonna sell it. It's gonna be great, and we had no plan really exactly what to do with it. And in fact, I mean, we get little glimpses of like what maybe was involved with the code, and it was clearly a mess by the time we actually got it. But that's kind of how it started. Was that way, and then we ended up getting it for I think something like 1.35. Yeah, 1.35 million. We came to work that day on the day of the auction, and we'd had some shirts made up that said "In it to win it," and so there was a certain level of commitment, I think, at that point. I mean, when you make shirts, I mean, it doesn't matter how much you spend, right? So we won.
The day they won, of course, we were all like, "Ah, damn!" But the very next day, they called us and like, "We got your old game. What do you think? Can you help us?"
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Hey, Randy, why did you guys get this thing? Make RTSs." And he was like, "We don't know, man. We're just fans. We just love it." I was like, "Oh, great. So what's the plan?" He's like, "We got no plan. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out."
You guys released a really nice press release. Give us credit for buying it.
Well, we were excited because it wasn't bought by a big publisher or some VC group or something.
I think the thing we knew for sure is that what we didn't want to do was just turn it around and just get it out there. And we didn't want to make sure that everybody had the opportunity who had never seen it to be able to experience it. But we also knew that we kind of needed to do something else with it to really bring it to modern audiences in a way that had never been seen before.
Well, hey, why don't we take a look at some of that right now?
Control standing by. All stations green. You're clear to approach. You got it. Base 8, 9, and 10 sealed. Scaffold decks A, B, C secure. Decks D and E secure. Scaffold secure. All systems green. Release crew standing by. What a beautiful second.
This is Fleet Command. Reporting Mothership relaunch status. Command online. Resourcing online. Construction online. Cryogenic subsections A through J online. K through S online. Scaffold control, stand by for alignment. Alignment confirmed. Stand by, release control.
All caliber banks released.
The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away. Stand by for command line testing.
Command line green. Initial fleet in position.
Destination canceled. So that